This was recorded on the 27th. This game is the demo of the game. That's too many words of game. What I'm trying to say is this doesn't represent the final product that was released on the 30th. Enjoy.
Cobra is
Whoa!
accused of not playing Factorio.
Whoa!
My God! Whoa!
That-
That's a harsh
those
crime.
charges.
Jesus Christ. Your Honor, let me
Yes.
figure the controls of this game for a second, Honor. I've never been a judge before. I don't know where to. I don't know where
over
to.
here. I see we put them on this big board of evidence cards over here.
Oh, the
You
judge
can't
decides who
take
goes
notes.
first.
Wait.
We have to wait for you, Poppin.
What are you talking about?
You have to
Yeah.
like hit your hammer.
You're the judge.
Well,
Hey,
how,
one of the-
how the fuck do I do that?
This
Look at
gavel.
the
You have a
rule book.
gavel right in front of you.
Book?
Okay.
As you can see, Your Honor, because of my sticky page book, it blocked my purchase of Factorio on the Steam page, and I've yet to remove the sticky page book from my screen.
Hmm.
Alright. Any
Uh,
time to think, or...
Objection.
My defense is solid, it can't be broken.
Looks like it.
wait.
Oh,
He definitely
So-
did assault.
So, as
I-
we found soap in the accused's home, which means he could have easily removed the sticky from the sticky page book. So his the sticky page book argument isn't valid. Just
well, you see, because of a traumatic event with the soap in my charger, I've become terrified of touching soap.
Did
Use your
you
goddamn
know
cards.
that my associate in the back there planted soap in your breast pocket, and you didn't feel anything. So
Wait a
That's my
second, what?
defense. My defense is that because of the soap damaging my charger, I've become irrationally fear of soap.
I should point out that Cobra is supposed to be the defense counselor, not the defendant.
This person is my counselor. I'm defending myself. Okay. Now you must be wondering, Court, why didn't I just buy a physical copy of Factorio? Well, you see, the disc I
Exactly.
bought of Factorio was scratched, and therefore would not load in my disk drive. Therefore, meaning my disk drive and Steam could not be used to purchase Factorio, preventing me from playing it.
That's a good argument. Ellen, anything you have to say to that?
a scary mask.
Your Honor, I think the
Elaborate.
prosecutor doesn't really have much of an attack here. Yes, Your Honor, my house is definitely
Sentient.
not cursed.
You see,
Alright.
this scary mask was put up also as false evidence.
They're just admitting to
What?
faking evidence, Your Honor.
Oh, alright, we will take the scary mask off the evidence board. So,
No. No.
alright, then, Cobra, you have still 2 cards left to defend yourself.
All right, Your Honor. I drank some coffee
Chip
and I chipped my mug as well, and it damaged
Alright.
my keyboard, and I couldn't type Factorio into the keyboard to search it up on the Steam store.
Interesting.
Similar to the Undertale event.
True. Evidence that could point against that. You still have 2 cards left that you can play.
I provide his credit card, which
Ooh.
was declined for even a coffee. Which means he's broke AF. Which just means he's guilty.
That just
Does
kind
that
of
mean
purchased.
No!
That makes me more
being
innocent.
poor means being guilty.
He
That makes
couldn't
me more
afford
innocent.
the game.
Yeah. Thank you,
That's how things work,
Element.
right?
Thank you, Prosecutor Element, for helping me.
I mean, poor people go to jail, don't they?
So you're saying you should go to jail for tax
Being
evasion?
poor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is the prosecution claiming being poor is a crime?
Your Honor.
You know what? This has nothing to do with the current crime, so we will also put it off the evidence board because it has nothing to do with the current crime right now. It's your last chance to say anything, really.
My last evidence I have is a sketchbook.
Oh,
Portraits creepier than they should be.
Okay, what? I want to know what the sketchbook's gonna bring up here.
all right. You will have to need to explain that.
I mean, it speaks for itself, doesn't it?
No,
Dear God.
it has nothing to do with the current.
No,
argument.
okay. Let me explain.
Oh, please do.
You see that the defendant has the sketchbook. I mean, it speaks for itself, doesn't it?
All right.
I mean, there's
Then we
nothing
will
more to say.
Then we will go to closing arguments. We will start with the defendant.
Your Honor,
Defendant,
as you can tell
just
from this
say your
whole,
closing argument.
as you can tell from this whole, my whole defense, I could clearly not play Factorio. Between the blocked monitor, the broken CD of the game, the mug causing damage to my keyboard, the post-this reminding me that I didn't even have a RAM in my computer. I don't even know how I turned it on. And also my fear of soap from the damaged charger. I could not play Factorio. That's all I can say, Your Honor. Oh, shoot! Oh, excuse me.
Bless you. All right, prosecution. Any closing statements?
I mean, he said he was guilty, kind of. The case is he not playing Factorio, and he clearly said that he didn't.
That's actually kind of true. That is the crime, not playing Factorio.
It is not about not owning it or like any excuse. He straight up didn't play Factorio, which is the crime.
You know what? You're completely right. He is being accused of not playing it, and he provided a lot of evidence that he was indeed not playing it. So,
In the immortal words of the experts, if you were a real fan, you'd make it happen.
exactly. So I would say, Cobra being accused of not playing Factorio is 100% accurate. So I would say guilty.
Red isn't accused of being stupid.
Well,
That goddamn God himself wept.
Your Honor, Red is so stupid. My first evidence is that when he was dehydrated, I offered him water, which he denied, causing him to pass out from lack of water.
Did he give a reason for why he declined?
He did not, Your Honor. He did not. He just denied the water and passed out.
Alright, defense. Why didn't he take the water?
all right. The thing is, the prosecution isn't telling the whole story here, because we have evidence that speaks that he had a good reason why he couldn't drink the water, and the thing is that in the water bottle that he was given, there was a used tea bag, and the thing is, he is British, and no upstanding British citizen would drink water with a used tea bag, because he's allergic to drinking water without tea, and you couldn't drink. You could drink a used tea bag.
I'm sorry.
That would be insane.
If there's a tea bag in it, isn't it automatically tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a used tea bag. So
Hey, look.
it's
Yeah,
not
but it's
fresh
still like
anymore.
a tea
So
bag.
you can't drink it.
So
Yeah,
it-
like
to some
a
extent
teabag.
it is tea,
A
is
teabag
it
can
not?
be used. A teabag can be used multiple times.
You do know that, Mr. Puppin.
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Okay. Tell me this then, Puppin. How come in his diary he said he liked used tea? That's why I put it in there for him.
Where did you get his diary from?
He gave it to me during the evidence. As I said, he's very stupid. He gave me his own diary.
Ah,
In his diary, it states that he likes used tea. Therefore, I put the used bag in the water. By the way, I want to clarify, this water thing happened 10 minutes ago.
Cobra,
I was
I'm,
able-
I'm
I-
talking right now. Don't you
Yeah,
see the...
I wasn't
The green
finished. I
Alright.
was...
Okay.
Okay, now I'm finished.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, that's for that. And that are suspicious bills that we found in the accounts of some of his associates at work. And he also gave me a testimony that he was forced, or not forced, that other people wrote in his diary. And these suspicious bills are the proof that other people were paid to write in his diary that he
Wait,
like
wait a
drinking
second.
used tea bags so
Who
that other
was-
people could make fun of him.
Who was being paid to write in his diary for him? or being paid to write in his diary against him? Who are these people? What does the bill say? What are the amounts? What's the amount on this bill, and who was it to and from? And what does it have to do with a diary?
The thing is, we don't know who sent. It was anonymous, so we don't know who paid the person, but we know the person. We know who got the money, and it was. Fuck off. And it turned out that it was. A good job.
Know that.
All right. It turned out that it's been some of his close friends that were just in need of money, so they had no other choice than to take it, and it was a large amount. It was around $200 or pounds. I mean.
So someone paid someone else to do $200 to write in his diary that he liked used tea.
Yeah, so that he would be a laughing stock in his company among his
sure.
friends.
But surely only he would be reading his own diary. So how would that make him up to his peers?
Well, you tell me, because clearly someone like
You're the
Cobra
one-
could easily.
You need to tell me.
In his diary, it also linked him to the bombing in Britain earlier.
What?
I'm dropping this bombshell down right now that in his diary he admitted to blowing up something.
Okay, why does that make him stupid?
Well, it says that he did it because he wanted to see a rainbow.
Okay.
Because
Your
he
Honor,
wanted to do what?
Your Honor, I don't know how to continue this prosecution. He's clearly a terrorist. I'm mentally.
Explosion in the distance. Is this an accident or sort of an action movie? Okay. Technically, the crime. Well, he might be a terror. Okay, we need more evidence to suggest that he was the one behind the explosion.
Your Honor, in this diary, he openly admitted to doing it.
Okay, that's fair. So that yes, random
I
juror
have a
number 3.
question. What? Even though it says he's a terrorist, but like that's not the case, is it?
Yeah,
Did anyone die in this explosion? Like, yeah, was the explosion legal? Was it an action movie?
Was
Honor-
it a stupid thing to do? That's
Your
the
Honor,
question.
the diary
Yeah,
links him to
was he a
Al-Qaeda.
stupid terrorist?
Yeah,
I guess the fact that he
terrorist
gave-
is like another question, isn't it?
I mean-
I guess the fact that he gave the diary in which he said he blew up that children's hospital to his own prosecutor
Yeah.
does suggest that he is stupid. Well, he's definitely guilty of some serious ass crimes, but I guess the crime here is being stupid and making God weep. So I guess we can overlook the blowing up of the children's hospital for the moment. Do you
the
have
thing is, he had a reason to do it, so that means he's not stupid.
Okay,
That's a
well,
good point.
I will accept this. But may God have mercy on your soul, assuming he can stop fine. Just get over here. Okay. Prosecutor.
Your Honor, I'm there to abbreviate to the second part of my act. That he has made God weep. For you see, he lost God's favorite wooden spoon in a fire because he dropped it into the fire thinking it was a stick. God wept in pain because this wooden stick was his favorite. This spoon God made himself and gifted it to the prosecution. And he burnt it for firewood. May I remind you, in the middle of summer, during the day. I rest my case.
Okay, that's fair. How do we know this is God's spoon?
God, in the diary it says that this God. So,
we're placing a lot of our prosecution on this diary here. Well, if it does say in his diary, that would suggest that he does in fact believe that spoon was the God Almighty's spoon, and therefore believes in God, which would make him canonically stupid. So...
Canonically.
Well, the thing is, like always, like this whole case until now, this is not the whole story. Because at the day where he used that spoon to eat something mysterious happened because he ate something suspicious. We're not sure what it was, but it seems like he was definitely under the influence of something after eating it.
So he's a
Which
drug
made him
user.
go crazy and believe that the spoon was from God, which there's no real evidence that it is from God.
Now, as delusional as it may
Burnt
be,
God's stick, and that he saw God weep because of this.
did God tell him to blow up the children's hospital? That's another problem that we'll have to deal with later on.
Yes, we'll have to, like he's being arrested by an entirely separate group when he leaves this courthouse. But that's neither here nor there. This is like small claims court here, not freaking.
Well, the thing is, my client is an atheist, but because he was under the influence, he thought that God made him throw the spoon in the fire. Which, after the fact, he told me that
someone else
doesn't believe in
spiked
God.
his food. Did he ingest this
Exactly.
chemical? Yeah, he didn't knowingly ingest this chemical.
Exactly, so it wasn't his fault that he had done that.
Who spiked the food?
That's something for the police to investigate that I can't talk about right now.
I mean, the police
Because
have already done
I
it.
don't know the answer.
The police have already done their investigation. This is the trial after the police have already done all their work.
Yeah, seemingly, it looks like they didn't finish all the work.
Fucking cops.
Yeah,
The-
you know how they are.
It's always the same.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see the last evidence card.
Your Honor, I prevent look at the defendant. He tearing the charger apart,
Whoa,
trying to make
what
it
hell are
fix
you
something.
doing? Why are you
Your Honor,
going?
Your Honor, are you God? Holy shit!
I am God. I'll have you know.
Turns
Behold, this is the Warhammer 40k, and I am John Warhammer.
Dear God.
Holy shit, it's John Warhammer.
Right, Your Honor, that's all I could provide my evidence. I as you can clearly tell from my, I am correct. Red is stupid.
That is potentially true. What about the whole tea thing?
Oh
Being
yeah,
British isn't a defense.
he's British.
That's not
Your
a
Honor,
defense.
Your Honor, I want to
That is
go.
the fact.
I'm done. I think I've made my case.
Yes, you did. And for the power of Christ compels me.
No! I did my best.
And he forgot his belt was loose. And his pants fell. He knocked himself out in a parking pose right in front of the judge and the cops, who struggled to breathe between fits of laughter. Okay, I think that just proved it all over again.
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh. Oh my god.
oh
Good
no!
Not one time, no.
you have to defend Terminal now.
Good thing I got the easy case.
Why do I always have to get the impossible ones? God damn it.
Because I made it
Okay.
impossible for you.
Oh, guys! We just have
What?
something. I messaged Terminal a screenshot of this, and he just responded that he's guilty.
I rest my
Well,
case.
well, Alice still has to defend him, so let's give him a chance.
Yeah, he's still like. he pled not guilty, I guess. Be quick, Your Honor. We have literally pages upon pages of chat of him DMing this one girl over and over again. It's not pretty.
But how did you obtain these? How long has this case been going on for?
Years. These
Decades.
these conversations have been going on for exactly 10 years and 1 day, but we only discovered about it relatively recently.
Do we have an age demographic?
Of the girl? Oh, don't worry, she's overage. We're not going to go that dark.
Oh,
this
okay.
quickly.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, like, she is exactly 84 years old.
84.
My God! Have they been talking
She
since
tells-
they were 74 or 94?
Oh, who knows?
Okay, okay.
What? Okay. So he regularly DM'd her without her permission. She was very uncomfortable over this.
Hold on, he was texting an old lady for 10 years.
God, 10
Yes.
years.
I will assure you, the contents of these DMs were sexual in nature.
The profile picture of Terminal in this messages, if you call him so, had a scary mask. He had a scary mask as a profile picture, but he never had Terminal. My client never had the scary mask to begin with, nor was this his account. We were talking about a completely different DM which occurred and was. Yeah, it's a completely different person which has nothing to do with my client.
Detectives
Are you?
were
Hold on,
lying to
sorry.
themselves.
I must interrupt. Are you saying the cyber police lied?
No,
Oh, you think
someone would
lied
just
to
lie on the
cyber
internet?
police.
No, Element. No one lies on the internet. I must
That's
have
fact.
order in this court for such lying. So no one lies on the internet. Is that your only defense? Is that he has a profile picture that doesn't match who he is online on the internet?
Also, the scary mask made the woman feel even more uncomfortable.
Oh,
Like the profile
But it
picture
is not
of
his
this
mask.
person's
This mask.
scary profile picture.
but can
He
you
may not have-
can you confirm that it was him?
Yes, the cyber police found that it was his account. He was.
Do you have a card?
Not for that specifically. I got several cards if you want that I can make him look even more guilty. Look, I'll play this for you
Bring it.
because it's not just the DMs. It's
Oh,
not just the DMs. that we
okay.
have.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh my
he
God.
sent lots of physical mail as well. to
and
my
you
client.
got DNA results from these fingertips and
Oh, you better believe we did.
My-
And it's in the defendant. It's in the defendant's handwriting as well, and the content is pretty much the same as the
Defendant!
internet DMs.
defend yourself immediately from this revelation.
This chunk mail.
Junk mail.
I mean, it says that on the card.
Well, it wasn't-
Okay, yeah, it does. My
It
bad.
wasn't
You're right,
just-
Jerry.
I'm pretty sure most of those are just supposed to be jokes.
Yeah, no. Okay,
Like the
overfilled mailbox. This overfilled mailbox was not filled with anything illegal or anything stupid which does make people uncomfortable. It was filled with hand sanitizer.
Well, why would you fill the? I presume you'd put hand sanitizer into, disinfect unwanted substances.
Hand
Yeah.
sanitizer doesn't get rid of fingerprints, Your Honor.
Yes, I'm very aware. It still
No,
proves
no,
that he
damn-
sent the
damn it,
mail
just-
element. Not you.
Damn,
You're a
they clearly
defendant.
wanted to clean some person's mailbox with hand sanitizer.
So by
order
sending
to-
lots of sanitized mail to her, they live in different states, Your Honor.
Well,
The only way he knew where she even lived, she moved several times, I might add, to get rid of this. He always tracked her down.
Element. Okay. Do you have a card? Okay, so you placed your card, yes?
Yeah, hand
Okay.
sanitizer.
So we're standing at element. So prosecutor. What we have so far is that he was allegedly, I need to clarify, allegedly sending texts to a 84-year-old woman for 10 years. We can't confirm that they're his. However, he could have been the profile picture. However, you have brought up that there is DNA evidence that he was spam mailing her over multiple addresses.
Yes.
I
Your
see.
Honor.
Okay. What else do you have to bring to the table?
Well, you see, we also have that she, this. This is the
Ooh.
defendant's family ring, that brought down through multiple generations. The defendant confronted my client in person at a shopping mall and presented this ring as an engagement ring, and he did not take no for an answer.
I need to hear the defense on this.
So, you see, Your Honor.
Oh, sorry. One more thing. We have CCT of this, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Element, proceed.
I have a witness.
Oh!
No,
Oh, a witness.
scientific expert, which came to testify that this ring
Yes.
is a ring.
Oh,
Fantastic.
yeah, we know that.
Prosecutor.
Okay. Now you're probably noticing that my client, despite all this stress, isn't here today to finger the defendant.
Yes, I
And
presume
that
at the
is
old age.
because... No, that's where you'd be wrong. You see, she was so desperate to get away from the defendant that she used this, a universal remote, to transport herself to another dimension.
Oh my
To
god.
escape. And now she is trapped there. For you see, the defendant stole the universal remote, and now she is trapped in another parallel universe. And we can't get her
Prosecutor.
back.
Prosecutor. Defendant.
An energy drink as evidence for
what?
what? Why did you give me this?
You know, fuck it. Prosecutor, present your final card.
Okay, can I potentially make use of this? You know, I'm gonna re-roll this to see.
Oh, shit, you
very-
can re-roll?
Yes, you can actually with the button under the card. You can re-roll once.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh my god, that would have been so helpful.
I saved the best for last. For you see, we have used bullet casings from the defendant's gun, confirming that he shot my client in both legs after she turns down his unwanted engagement request.
right. Prosecutor.
Well,
Defendant, sorry.
so far we have seen very convincing evidence. but
Convincing
there's no-
evidence.
Well, but there's nothing that can dispute my last final card.
I want to see
card.
this.
A little black notebook which contains a lot of pictures of the lady in question, which
That's-
is
Wait, what?
That. So, he was stalking her.
no, I mean it was like a lot of portraits. Every single page filled.
You just threw Terminal under the bus?
Oh, I gotta read the description.
That project escaped by impersonating a court.
Cards. This guy was just a mustache drawn on with their plan failed 3 seconds setting a news for record. Oh.